and welcome to Unveiled Oracle and Tarot. Today, we're at the Gulf Islands National Seashore in Florida to explore the Wyrd Sisters Oracle, a deck by Zabala. Now, a few of you may already be familiar with this deck, as there was a previous release a few years ago. I wasn't able to find much on it, though I did find one review that helped me notice a few very significant differences that I think vastly improve the overall experience. So I will point those out as we go along. Right away, our eyes are drawn to the silver gilding along the edges and on the candle. This feature was not present in the original version, but does a nice job of tying together all of our artistic elements here on the cover. Another small change is the omission of Oracle from the title and the inclusion of our subtitle here at the bottom. Along the sides, we have a splash of purple color and the Wyrd Sisters logo all the way around, except for the bottom where we have a barcode. These are small changes, but I think they do a really good job of working together to make a cleaner finish. The most significant change to the cover art appears on the bottom of the box. Right away, the Wyrd Sister cards draw us in, whereas the previous edition had all three set in a line along the bottom edge. They were smaller, didn't have these clean purple borders, and were laid out in a line. Conversely, the fan design we see here does a great job of showcasing the cards. Below, we have a completely revised description in a new font, format, and position, characteristics that also carry over into the guide. There's quite a bit more detail here about the cards and theme of the deck, which is another great improvement. So as we're opening this up, I want to draw some attention to how cohesive the Wyrd Sisters Oracle is, both artistically and thematically. On the artistic front, the illustrations really emulate what you might expect to find in a handwritten grimoire. Though the deck is a polished production, the artwork really lends a personal vibe. Thematically, the Oracle is unapologetically steeped in spellcraft and magical practice. Not only a tool for divination, spellwork is also woven into the very attributes of the cards. These thematic elements, partnered with the artwork, I think are flawlessly executed. Before we explore the cards, let's have a look at the guidebook. On the cover is the Weaver, which is the Wyrd sister who weaves fate as it unfolds. Given that decisions made in the past often influence the present, which then impacts the future, the Weaver is the perfect choice. As far as notable differences, the guide previously folded like a pamphlet, but here we have a blockier spine with the author, title, and publisher. As I mentioned earlier, the textual formatting on the bottom cover of the box carries over into the guidebook. Before, much of the text was centered like a poem. Now, the text appears to adhere to a manual of style in terms of paragraph formatting, line spacing, and, I noticed, even some phrasing. In terms of design, these squiggly lines are also new and present throughout much of the book, eating up a lot of empty space. Of course, the most notable difference are these full-color illustrations of the cards to accompany each description. Now let me take a moment to espouse my full appreciation for my favorite part of this guidebook, its table of contents. I'll start with what's new, which is the clear, bold-faced separation of the cards by type. This is a small change that makes a big difference in terms of ease of use. That said, its best feature, which is a carryover from the previous release, is the numbering system. To the left of each card is a number, which corresponds to its title and location in the guide. This is what I call the Dewey Decimal system of tarot cards, and it is a feature that I feel too often goes overlooked. Numbering systems like this allow users to quickly find and reference a card's attributes, which is incredibly helpful when the deck is new and you're still working to familiarize yourself with its imagery and meaning. Now, let's get a look at these cards. Notice how the silver gilding makes its return along the edges and backs. This is another aspect of that artistic cohesion I mentioned earlier. It's such a classy touch that carried over from the original deck, and I am in love with it. Alright, let's get into this flip through for all 60 cards. What a beautifully constructed work of art the Wyrd Sisters Oracle is. I hope that if you've been weighing the decision about whether or not to add this box to your collection, or to acquire this updated version, that this video was able to lend some insight into what you can expect. If you enjoyed this exploration, I encourage you to like this video and subscribe to the channel so that you get notified when I post the next one. I welcome you to add your thoughts and impressions about the Wyrd Sisters Oracle in a comment, and if there's a deck you'd like me to explore on the channel, then please share the title below. Thank you for joining me. See you next time.